How's it going, Internet? This is Jacob with Jacob Reviews Things, and today we are here with a knife to do a knife review. Specifically, we're here with this awesome piece of Japanese history here called I believe it's pronounced Nagao Higonokami. I don't know. I don't speak Japanese. I don't know what any of this writing on here says. Yeah, I don't speak anime. Um, Now, enough of my stupid jokes. Let's talk about this knife. So, first of all, I mean, it looks good. Look at that thing. That's aesthetic. It's got this beautiful brass handle. You've got this hand ground reverse tanto that just looks, it's just got a good look to it, you know? And then, obviously, the Japanese writing, like I said, I don't know what it means. Probably something awesome. But then you got this cool little notch in the brass handle. It's just a nice looking knife. Like, I keep this on my desk kind of as a letter opener and just like a tool to use around the apartment if I need to cut something just for like utility tasks. Which, from what I've read, is what this knife was originally used for. Like, I think it was invented sometime in like the somewhere around like 150 years ago in Japan. And it was kind of used like people just carry this around in their pocket. If they needed a knife to use, they would just pull it out and use it. It's kind of like a Swiss Army knife almost, except instead of having 20 little tools, you just have one very, very well made, very useful blade. And yeah, that's the thing. That's the best thing about this knife is it is extraordinarily useful. It looks good, and I think I paid like somewhere between $30 and $40 with shipping for this thing. So yeah, I mean, for the price, this is like extraordinary equality, I think. Very, yeah, it's a good buy. I mean, obviously this is kind of a niche thing, like if you're just looking for a pocket knife, like one knife just to use for whatever, or there's I think better options like a K-bar or Dozier or like a cheap Spyderco. Those will do better for anything or like for all around tasks, but yeah, this is just a cool piece of history. It's handmade in Japan, which is cool. And yeah, you can tell it is razor sharp. I would show you some film of me cutting paper with it, but unfortunately, I need both my hands to do these reviews because we're still in the early days of the channel. I'm still a little scrub. I don't have a tripod or anything. Um, yeah, and obviously no pocket clip because this is an old traditional design, but whatever. You can just put it in your pocket. It'll probably stay there. Or you got a lanyard hole. You can tie some string around it. I don't know. You can find ways to keep it in your pocket. The D. So obviously no lockup mechanism either. It's just the pressure going this way as you're cutting keeps the blade in place. And when I use it, I like to keep my thumb on this little, I don't know, stud latch, whatever you want to call it, just to be safe. Because if this folds onto your finger, you're going to be cut. Like probably really deep. It is a stupid sharp knife, one of the sharpest knives I've ever had or gotten out of the box. Like I said, I use it for a letter opener. It just shreds through stuff like paper, especially. So yeah, it's useful. It's beautiful. It's just kind of it's. I wouldn't go camping with this knife or anything like that, but yeah, it just has a good knife to have around the house. Yeah, it's pretty good, and I mean it looks good too. Whenever all your other knife lunatics come over, be like, oh dang, what is that? What you got there? Or let me see that. I'm like, yeah, that's my handmade Japanese folding knife. What's up? So yeah, um, yeah, self defense. Nah, you want to lock up or a fixed blade for that. I mean, any knife is better than. I mean, yeah, a knife is a knife. Obviously, it's got a sharp blade on it. You could use it for self defense if you really had to, but don't buy it for that. Or I don't know. I'll come and find you and smack you. What else is there to say? Oh, right. How does it feel in the hand? Well, it's not huge, obviously, but it's ergonomic. It works. Like this little notch right here, it'll catch on a finger, or a finger will be inside it, and yeah, it locks in well. And it's got a nice solid brass handle. It hasn't like folded or warped or anything like that on me. Oh, and the detent is really good. I saw another review where a guy had to like kind of push the sides in together to keep the blade from flying around, but I haven't had that problem. I haven't seen anybody else with that problem. These are handmade, so there might be some variations in quality, but knowing what I do about Japanese bladesmithing, and how proud they are of that, I highly doubt you're gonna get a lemon. I would be shocked. So yeah, good knife, beautiful, useful, cool piece of history, extremely cheap for what you're getting, in my opinion. So yeah, it's definitely kind of a niche knife, but yeah, if you want it, definitely go get it. Highly recommended. So yeah, have a good day, everybody. Stay safe. Glory to Ukraine. I'm out.